everybody. We're getting ready. 10 o'clock. Good morning, Mia. So we've been gone a few days. Lots been going on here, as I'm sure as you know. Prince passed away a few days ago, and Kurt took that pretty hard. So we were recovering from that, and then that was really hard for Kurt because Kurt grew up to Prince. I know everybody kind of grew up to Prince, but Kurt really grew up to Prince. Prince pretty much defined his adolescence, and he really looked up to him. So it was very hard on Kurt. Hard on me too. It came as a shock. We actually vlogged on that day when we found out. We were coming back home. We were still in the city, and a blip came across on Kurt's breaking news that someone had passed away at Paisley Park, or the estate, I should say. And he said to me, I don't know who, not releasing who it is. And then slowly the report started to leak that, in fact, it was Prince, but they were trying to inform the next of kin. And of course, our heart sunk. The feeling, I got chills throughout my body because it was just so unexpected. And it really, 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 it was hard to put your head around the fact that he was gone, and it was so sudden because it's just, for all we knew that he was healthy and he was young, and there's of course no reason for that to happen other than if there's other stuff going on that you don't know of. So we took that very hard. That was very hard to deal with. And then the day after, Toulouse passed away, and that was also really hard. Toulouse had been suffering for a very long time, but we did the best we could. He had come to me with a lot of trauma, and throughout the years we've been able to help him overcome some of that, but some of that just stayed with him, and he was never really able to calm down and relax. He was constantly on edge and pacing and whining, and it was very difficult to get him to really fully relax and therefore live, happily. He enjoyed his walks. Of course, he loved the beach. He loved to eat. But it got to the point where he was just simply, it was all too much for him. I think that us moving here to New York in an apartment where we had a house before was already a big transition for him. And then we had Pluie, and of course Pluie's crawling around, and we would create a perimeter, where Pluie was and wasn't allowed to give Toulouse the space, but it just was too much for him to handle. And I think it would have only gotten worse with time because Pluie obviously is crawling now, but he'd be walking at some point and running at some point, and Toulouse just couldn't handle that. And it got to, I guess, I had to make a decision what was best for him and what was best for our family, and I felt that I had ignored Toulouse's discomfort for so long, mainly for me, because I didn't want to make any decisions. I wanted to kind of leave it up to nature, and I had to put him first again, and so after a really, really tough few weeks, he passed. So that's where we're at. It's been very tough for all of us to deal with. Pink is dealing with this. We're dealing with this. Toulouse was a huge part of our lives for so long. And so, it's been very, very, very hard for us to go on without him. Everything reminds me of him. And it's just, you know, the thoughts go through my head, like what could have we done more for him, and had we made a mistake moving here to begin with. You know, all of this is going through my mind every day, all day, and I have a lot of guilt for that. You know, maybe this wasn't in his best interest to be living here. But I did the best I could. I know that. I hope that he knows that, and I hope that he's at peace now. I hope he knows that we love him and that he didn't do anything wrong. He was just a dog which never overcame his trauma. And, you know, we miss him. We miss him a lot. I miss him so much.
You warm? Cozy? Dry?
It's been raining most of the afternoon, and we got quite wet out there during our work day.
Hey everybody!
So now we're getting back. We're unpacking all of our stuff. I'm gonna clean the bottles.
Clean your car seat.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah, he's got a
I
good.
was to put him back in there like, Louie, what the hell? Well, I don't have time to clean it now. So.
Yeah, I have to clean it. He had a good snack today and ended up smearing his snack all over the car seat.
That's all he was doing, was smearing the snack in his face.
Yeah. Oh well. I think nothing a little bit of soap and water won't fix. So I'm gonna do that. We're unpacking. They said washing bottles. We're gonna make dinner. And what else? We went to pick up Toulouse's ashes today. They were ready. They went fast. A couple days they got back to us. So here they are. Toulouse. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do with these. We're thinking of obviously saving some, putting them in the box so we have them with us.
Wow. Could we clean your car seat? Are you having a cozy moment with the vacuum? That's your favorite friend.
Alright, this is what we need to clean. This mess.
Look at this. Can you see? I don't even know if you can see this. It is a gigantic mess in here. Covered in
Cookie, and I don't know what else he had for snack today. Cookie, I think, mostly. He had a cookie. Which he just smeared all over the place. I gave it to him, and then I turned around. I think I was eating the cookie too. And then I turned around and looked at him. He was like, his face was covered. His arms were covered. His shirt was covered. I think he had some on top of his eye and part of his hair. And then, of course, the car seat. It was good, though. That means he enjoyed it. So now we got to clean this thing, okay?
Yeah, I had no shame. I proudly stated to everybody. Who do you like? I had Prince all the way. Like Prince? Yeah.
He was your childhood identity, right?
Yeah, like, I mean, that was the guy, man. I was all into every piece of his music, everything. I couldn't get a lot. I tried to get as many posters as I could of him, but I would always throw them away.
And his family was not a big fan. In addition to his obsession with Public Enemy, he was playing all of the Prince tracks that he had when we first met. And so Prince, to me, signified the beginning of our relationship also. I know it doesn't signify that, it doesn't mean that to Kurt, but to to me, especially the musicology album, which came out right when we met,
Yeah.
that was kind of like the soundtrack of our relationship,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's depressing to me.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm telling you, I'm not. That's it for me, dude. I'm not going that way. You know, I had always. So it was like print. So when I was a kid, I was all into zoology, and I really didn't get into music until I was 14. Then when I was 14, it was all print, everything, you know. But then when I got into like my 20s, you know, I got heavy into like gerontology and immortalism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's what I'm doing. I don't care. I'm gonna stay devoted to that. You guys don't want to live forever? Fine. I'm gonna. Oh, it's like that's a funny thing. I was like at Spot Coffee. They made a joke about that. Hey, you know Kurt wants to live forever. I'll live forever, but I'm not going to die at 57 or something like that. You know how I'm gonna look? Just take a good long look at me right now, because this will be the face of me at 57. This right here. This is how you guys want to see what I'm going to look like at 57, just like this.
That's great, Kurt.
That's it.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks.
I just want to go when I feel like I'm ready to go. Like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't want to live anymore.
Yeah, but it's not going to be at 57 for me. Sure, same thing. But dude, when I said that, I meant like I'm going to be like 100 and some years old. You know, I can't hardly. I'm scared to take a crap because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get up off the toilet. You know, type stuff.
Yeah. Okay, we're calling it a night. I'll see you tomorrow. We've got 7 stops in the city. Not too bad. I have to make a special delivery tomorrow. And
That's right.
we do have to continue packing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pack
Kurt
my
is-
kitchen part.
Yeah, Kurt is moving from room to room to room to start packing our stuff. We already got our diapers and formula and water and all that stuff, but we gotta continue packing. Because we're leaving very soon. Alright, see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.